good open look, and he splashes home the three.
Lakers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Now, here's Clarkson. He's guarded closely. The wing jumper off target.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you can see the frustration on his face.
Curry can't get it to go.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Shoots. Bryant's shot is off.
A little ambitious on that possession, trying to hit a shot in the face of that defensive pressure.
And here's Barnes for 3. Rebound collected by Clarkson. And stolen by Barnes. Outside, Green. Pass to Curry. Again, Curry missing. Randall. The shot will not go. And still a... And speaking with Roy Hibbert before the game, he helped illuminate their defensive philosophy.
You want to guard the paint, and some of that has to do with myself being able to.
When you have that sort of focus like Hibbert, that kind of confidence on display on a nightly basis, Greg, you are a game changer, and he does change games every night.
You know, and we saw his skill set and execution develop very rapidly over the course of just a couple years. He worked extremely hard to become the force he is on the interior in this game.
Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
A lot of tough D being played by them so far. It's been the difference maker.
Greg, no uncontested shots for the most part. That's why they've had success.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
And last season, the Lakers finished last in the Pacific Division once again. Second year in a row, they ended up at the bottom of the barrel.
Warriors, girls.
On defense, the Warriors. They trail by 1. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, the defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. The Splash Brothers are the guards. And it's Iguodala in at the 3 spot. And the Lakers are at the bottom once again in the Pacific Division, Clark. But, you know, these 2 seasons we've just seen, the last time they finished last in the Pacific was 1975.
Well, they had a 2-14 record against the rest of the Pacific. And we also know, though, the Lakers don't stay down very long. They'll be back on top before long. Looks to me like they've settled down after a horrific opening quarter.
Shoots. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And good on the basket. Book it.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Here's Huertas. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Green. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Green's got the lead up to 5 now for the Warriors.
Yeah, and they're shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Yeah, and it should help them increase their separation here. I mean, this has been an impressive offensive output.
They push it up 4 on 3. It's Curry outside, and he gets the bucket. Curry's got 6.
Yeah, perfect release that time. I mean, I thought it might get blocked, but no.
Yeah, he was giving up a lot of size in that particular matchup, but showed the excellent ability to get off that shot despite the disadvantage in size.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
And here's Iguodala outside, and he gets it to go.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Anytime your field goal percentage is in the high 50s, partner, you're doing something right.
Thompson with the bucket.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose, the D hasn't been able to keep up.
Green with the rebound. And the first half is now in the books. Warriors ahead as they wrap up the second quarter with a tremendous 17.
Yes, I'm here with Steph Curry. And Steph, much of the stresses of the coach was talking about taking care of the basketball. What kind of work has this team?
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We're going to break down the first half action for you. Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. Some good action during the period, as it was just a one-point game at the end of one. The second quarter was all theirs. Major uptick in offensive and defensive intensity as they did their jobs with precision, now sitting on a comfortable 12-point lead at the half. Hey, big fella, what's your take on Golden State so far?
Well, the shots were dropping for them. I mean, they was just dropping out of everywhere, dropping out the ceiling, dropping out the popcorn guy man's hand, whatever. It didn't matter what the defense was. They found a way to get a good look almost every time. Just got to be patient, take as long as they need to keep finding those high percentage shots.
And Kenny, let's get your thoughts on the Lakers.
Well, right now, they're getting a little embarrassed on the defensive end. They got outshot in the first half. But that's because no one put their foot down on defense to stop it.
And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is about to get underway. Kevin Harlan has the call.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. Klay Thompson with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, he's played just a smart game overall offensively, looking for and finding the gaps in the defense, and also terrific shot selection.
Greg, that's exactly what we're talking about when we talk about being efficient as an offensive player. Fully on display there with him.
And on the floor for Byron Scott as we get into the second half. Kobe and Randall, the forward duo. Russell is out there with Jordan Clarkson. And it's Hibbert in at the center. No good on the second free throw.
You know, they're not totally dominating the glass, but they're definitely doing enough to keep this lead right where it is.
Yeah, but they've separated themselves, Clark, in a number of categories, rebounds just being one of them. You know, basketball can be a thing of beauty, and the Warriors showed just how gorgeous ball movement can be last year. Every possession looked like a well-orchestrated concert. It was incredibly fun to watch. Not so much fun, probably, to coach against.
Well, the Warriors did zip the ball around very well last year, Clark. They led the league, as Greg was just talking about, led the league in assists per game. It wasn't even close. Over 27 assists per game as a team.
Yeah, 28 times they had 30 or more assists. In 2014, the team that led in that category was the Spurs. They did it only 16 times.
Wow. Some changes for Golden State. Festus Ezeli, he's jacked in for Bogut. Spates comes in for Green, and it's Livingston in for Klay Thompson. Brandon Bass is checked in for the Lakers. Brown comes in for Jordan Clarkson, and he makes all three. Early on last year, it was clear Steph Curry was just on another level, was an MVP candidate right from the start of the season, and he would eventually be voted that award.
And I thought very deserving. You could see how he elevated his play, and so many of us and so much talk focuses on what he does offensively. But he was ahead of the snake of a terrific defensive group for Golden State a season ago, and that's one reason why he ended up being the MVP.
Hibbert kicks to Russell. To the inside, here's Bass. Good, and the assist goes to Russell.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Warriors leading by 16.
And with Curry winning his first NBA MVP award, he played the fewest minutes by an MVP in league history, mostly because his team was up by so much, he got to sit a number of fourth quarters.
And with Curry and the MVP, there was some pressure with Hart. Relatively close voting, but Curry was the clear winner. Hard to argue with the season he had, leading his team to 67 wins last year.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Iguodala comes in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Barbosa in for Curry.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Yeah, and right when you thought that shot was leaving his hands, he reinvents it.
Golden State's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. And here's the fast break. Russell leading the way. Good on the shot. Russell's got 6 points.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Here's Ezeli, and he trains the three, but let's see, they may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand in time. Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
And even though, you're thinking maybe we don't need the replay in a situation like this, still plenty of time left in this game, and really it's about getting the call right.
Yeah, and the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus queuing.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Warriors leading by 12. Barnes is the stretch four with Green in the middle. Klay Thompson and Brandon Rush at the 2 and 3. And it's Clark in at the 1 spot. That's the Warriors 5. Randall no good.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly, and I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
Shot's good by Williams.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
That bucket in no time at all. And it's 9 points for Klay Thompson.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Gets it down to single digits.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Here's Randall. Here's Clarkson. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
A shot. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, I agree. Got to use some clock here.
Thompson from long range. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
Well, they're going to walk out of here with a win and send this crowd home happy.
Yeah, it was a real solid performance for them in a lot of areas. I mean, they should be proud of their work tonight.
Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Nance. Clarkson with the ball. Working on Thompson. No luck.
And fancy finishes like that look great, but, man, it's embarrassing when you blow them.
And that one's good. And the Warriors lead by 12.
I don't want to say they're trying to run up the score here, but they do keep adding to the lead.
Well, I know you don't want to say it, but I will, partner. I mean, they're trying to run the score up here. It's plain and simple. They're trying to throw salt all in that wound.
Timeout called the Lakers. They're losing by 12. 23 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, what's your take?
You like the fight all the way to the end, but let's face it, guys, this one's over.
Yeah, I agree with you, and I really think you shouldn't be allowed to call timeout too late in the ball game if there's no chance for it to do any good on the scoreboard.
.23 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Bass can't get it to go. Trying to add a few more points to their lead.
Simply need to just stay the course, Kevin. That's it.
It's been a good course so far.
Yep.
And it's all one-way traffic tonight, boy. They have been lights out offensively.
And there's no telling how big that lead's going to get. But, again, it's just one game, but nonetheless a very impressive one, the way they've handled their business here.
And there's the foul, and it's on Brandon Bass. That's his first foul. 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. Some good moments.
Yes, Kevin, thank you.
The 2K Sports postgame show.